Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we're playing some Mono-Black Ugin with the Unholy Annex combined with the Core, the new spell out of the Lower Wind set. Core, 3 casting cost, allows you to ramp towards an Ugin, but it also has a Changeling ability for a Shapeshifter. And the nice thing about that ability is it's multiple creature types all at the same time, which means it counts as a demon for the Annex, and it's also can't be removed as a creature, that is, unless you turn it on for the 4 mana. So that means that they have to have artifact removal if they want to get rid of this, and a lot of decks do not run artifact removal, which means as long as you have this down and you get the Unholy Annex down, you're not taking any damage, you're gaining life, drawing cards, and you're in a really good shape, and you don't even have to worry about casting any demons other than having the Core out. So that is kind of the basis of this whole combination here. You're going to actually see one of these games. I have the Annex, the Core, and the Ugin down, and I'm gaining 5 life a turn, drawing 3 cards a turn, and I'm not even having to cast any additional cards to do that. You just get that every turn, which is just insane. And then, obviously, you have the ability to remove stuff by casting all of the colorless spells, so this does trigger Ugin as well. Really great combination. That's kind of the idea behind this deck. But the nice thing about Core is it also counts as a sliver. So that's our alternate win condition. We also have the Thrumming Hivepool. We have 4 of them in here. So you get this down, which means as long as you can drop your 4th mana the next turn, or if you have another ramp out, you can get the Hivepool out early because this counts as a sliver. So this is actually cheaper to cast. It will be down to 5 to cast. Then you get that out and you can cast more of them as you go on. The nice thing is, if you need to, we have tons of removal in this deck. Excuse me. We have 3 hexes. We have 2 betrayals, which also get rid of the graveyard. We do have more ramp, the Terminus of Return, as well as the Iron Crag. Got one of these, 2 of these. Want to do 2 of these because that triggers off Ugin if you do that. Day of the Black Sun, we have 2 sweepers in here, really good against the Badger Mole decks, against the Life Gain decks, things like that. Obviously 4 cores, 4 annexes, that's kind of the core of the deck here. We do have 4 of the archives to ramp up to Ugin, and then we have 2 deadly cover-ups. Another nice sweeper, just clear the board out, kind of get ready for the Hivepool to go down. We do have 2 planetariums in this deck as well. It just helps you find the cards that you need. You're able to drop the Ugin, drop the 1 Endstone that we have in here. You can even drop the Persistence with that, which is really nice. Drop the 7 casting costs. Now, we don't have any creatures ourselves, but with all of this creature destruction, you're going to be killing off your opponent's creatures, and you can play them right out of their graveyard, which gives you a 3rd win condition that way. Otherwise, we also have, like I mentioned, the Endstone and Ugins in this deck. Going to land, we have the Swamps. We do have 4 Pylons in this deck. The reason behind the Pylons is, 1, you can still create black mana with this. You just have to pay a colorless. So even if you draw 2 Pylons, you still can get a black mana to cast Hex. But you have the Surveil ability. This really helps you find that additional land drops that you're looking for at the beginning of the game, as well as triggering for the Hivepool. So if you have the Hivepool, or sorry, not the Hivepool, the Planetarium is what I'm talking about. So when you drop the Pylon, you can surveil 1 on your turn, which then triggers Planetarium. And then on your opponent's turn, you can actually tap for the Planetarium and scry 2, which then triggers the Planetarium again. So you actually get a double trigger on the Planetarium simply by dropping the land. Really nice for that ability. You do have 2 Sanctuaries. Really nice to turn on if you need to at the end of your turn. Makes the Hivepool cheaper. Triggers for Annex as well. Also can attack in, obviously. 3/3, so it's a pretty good guy. It's a Vigilance as well, so you can attack in and then use it for mana after that. So very good. All in all, this is a really fun deck to play. I like these Ugin sweeper decks. Really neat having this combination of the Annex and the Core. Makes it really strong. You're going to just see how well that works during the games in the video. But first, if you could hit that subscribe button below, really do help out the channel, trying to get to 3,000 subs. I know 90% of the viewers of the video typically are not subscribed, so please do that. Help me out. New content every single day, so I appreciate that. If you could also like it, and let's get into the video. All right, we got a couple Ugins. We got the ramp. We got Day of the Black Sun. We go first. We'll keep it. Not a bad starting hand for us. Don't have any other removal other than Day of the Black Sun. But we should be able to ramp up for it. Oh, okay. I am perfectly okay with this. Sometimes they'll throw down a shelter to get rid of our ramp. They didn't in this case. I'm going to actually give them... Well, actually, let's see here. Yeah, we'll give them one more turn here. It is kind of a bummer. I do like that. We can archive into Day of the Black Sun into archive. Then into Ugin, and then we'll have this. And hopefully we draw a land next. I think it's just greedy, actually. We just need that next land. Archive now. There's a good shot that we're going to take probably 4, 5, maybe 6 damage. Okay, 7, 8 damage. Okay, this is going to be a big turn for them. Yep. Just took 7, okay. All right, this is the turn we Day of the Black Sun. We could do that for 2, actually, so let's do the ramp. Now I kind of wish we would have kept the planetarium. We'll do 2. Eliminates everything. And we can drop Ugin next turn. And Hex a creature as well. Okay. Can't Hex that one, but that's a good Ugin target. That one we can Hex. GG's. All right, opponent goes first. This is kind of a deceiving hand, I think. We just don't have anything going on until turn 4. And we're going to mulligan that. Okay, this is much better. We got early ramp. We got the Unholy going on, Annex. We'll keep this. Opponent does go first. I do think we put the planetarium back. As much as I like it, it's not a good early card. We'll get another Annex. That's a great combo right there. We can Betrayal if we need to. Okay, we're going to get the core down next turn. Actually, we might just do the Annex. Just get some of that card draw going. Ooh, graveyard deck. Even better for this. Okay, well, I guess we know what we're doing. We are unfortunately having to make them get rid of their graveyard. Alright, take 3 here. They don't have anything in their hand to toss, which is good. Kind of in a bad spot for this. We could do that. We only have 2. No matter what, we just are kind of left over. Okay, we're going to take at least 1. So let's just get the draw going. Maybe we can find a way to remove the Faithful before they get something in the yard. Okay, we're going to be taking some damage here. What are they discarding? Interesting. Okay. Alright, we're going to start gaining our life here. Let's just get this in the yard too. In play, I mean, not the yard. And we can get this out, followed by another Annex, and we'll gain 4 life. Draw 2 cards. They'll lose 4 life. That's a good pickup. That's a great pickup. Okay, we can get rid of their faithful. We can betray to get rid of anything in the yard. Okay, that's fine. What are we going to pitch here? All right, that's perfect. Now we can get rid of their yard. Okay, let's do this first. Actually, hold on here. We can get this out first. That does any mana, right? Do that. Get rid of their graveyard. Make them get rid of light. Shatter. Graveyard's empty. They got nothing on board, and we're gaining life each turn. And they're losing. We even got a sweeper. We got the Endstone. Got our Hivepool coming down here. We do need an instant speed answer to their land. We do have a couple of those in the deck. So here, 4, 5. We can't turn that on, so we'll do it this way. I'd actually rather get the Hivepool down. Actually, let's do this. We can do Ugin. It's mid-0. And then get the Hivepool down. Oh, no, we can't. We don't have enough. Shoot. Miscounted. Oh, well. We're going to gain some life here. Draw a card. Draw 2 more cards. We can drop double Hivepool next turn. Or we could even drop an Annex. Alright, good game. Alright, opponent goes first. This is a terrible hand. Doobity Ugins. Better. We got the ramp into the archive into the Ugin. Let's keep it. We can help find other cards as well. Let's return one of the archives. Another Ugin. I'm going to keep that on top. We might need it to remove something. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. We're going to cast it just because this is going to be like our only opening to do it. Possibly. There is a shot between these two that we would have an opening. Let's do this. Another Ugin we do not need. Dang, we need a sweeper. Well, we found it. Oh. All right, we're back after getting kicked out. So that's 3. So we got to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to archive into Eye of the Storms. Hopefully they don't have a whole lot going on. Okay, that's cool with me. Our Archive out. We have 4 mana. Nothing to do with it. We'll get the Ugin down next turn. We have nothing to kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spend 0. Alright, good game. Alright, we go first. This is actually pretty good. We got some ramp. Got the Hivepool Ugin. Let's rock it. Get the Terminus down here. Be able to get our core down here next turn. That is fine with me. Just let us keep ramping. It's not a bad one to get down. You know what? That's going to give us the card draw. Make sure we hit our lands. Okay, unfortunately, they do have that. They're going to counter that. It's a pretty good card, so I think they're going to. They don't. That's a little surprising. I don't think they realize they're gonna take damage from it. Oh, that's pretty good. They should have waited till the end of our turn. Yeah, I don't think we need that. Try getting those counters out of their hand. Okay, now they're going to start drawing. They are tapped out. So our Ugin's going to be live. We'll be able to kill their Curiosity, which is awesome. And they can't kill Ugin. They can bounce them. They could do something like that. But we can get rid of the Curiosity here. They have 1 land. Get rid of the Curiosity. Good game. All right, we go first. We're going to keep this. We have early removal, 2 lands. Hopefully we draw a land so we can get the core down early. And we'll go for it. We're going to surveil. Actually, I think we're going to do this first so we can keep Hex up. They're the life gains, so we want to get rid of... Ooh, that's a little annoying, actually. Let's get that down. Planetarium is a little... So here we got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I guess we need to find more mana or a ramp. Planetarium's not going to do it. I guess we just get rid of... Well, actually, no. We're going to pass this. We can drop our Virtue. Or do we just want to go for Doc? We'll go to my turn. Yeah, I think maybe we go this route. This opens up the possibility of getting our Hivepool down. They'll gain quite a bit of life, actually, from doing it that way, with the Hivepool going down. But once we get up to 7 mana, we can Ugin. That's pretty good. There's nothing else we can actually do, but that's the play we want to do, so we'll do that. Didn't draw the land we needed. This is going to be pretty good on 7 as well. Alright, let's do that for card draw. We don't have our land, but this should get us closer to it, hopefully. They got the Vanguard. Are they going to throw out 2 more creatures? The nice thing is they lose 2 life every turn. Okay, they're going to get rid of that. That's pretty strong. I'm actually okay with them doing that for a turn. To take their turn. We did get land, which is good. We'll keep that on top. If I do this, they're going to start gaining life, but we can get some blockers down. One, two, three, four, 5. Otherwise, I do this. And potential Ugin next turn. Let's do it that way. I don't want them to gain too much life right now, because that can turn their hope on if they get up too high. Okay. So we're up to Ugin. I think I kind of want to get rid of the Banishing Light almost. I'll keep their life total down. We're going to be able to double Hivepool, so I'm not too worried about getting rid of their creatures.
Open your mind to possibility.
Yeah, that's fine. I get the draw card, though. That's a little bit of a bummer. Yep. I'm going to go after this one.
I am the master of this world.
And this one.
My resources are yours.
They are going to gain 4 life next turn
Insight
because of the councils.
success.
So they could actually get up their threshold on this. Okay, what do you get rid of? Ugin? That's fine. I got another one.
To persist would be
And I can cast Archive, so we can double. Actually, I'm going to have to target... If I target this... Okay, they're going to gain... Yep, they're going to gain quite a bit of life. Well, that's pretty good. Um, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4. I can do that, and I can get rid of, I guess, their shelter. Oh, it doesn't go right away. I guess we go after Resplendent then. That's awkward.
I will mend this broken.
I really need to turn this thing on.
The wise
We didn't unlock the Annex yet. All right, good game. All right, we go first on this one. I don't think this is as good of a hand as it kind of looks like. Let's mulligan that. Not great, but we got the draw. Keep it. Probably pitch and land. And hope we get some ramp. Like a 2-mana ramp spell would be probably ideal, or some removal or something. But 2-mana ramp, because we can ramp into Deadly Cover-Up, we can ramp into Unholy Annex. I guess you're really not going to ramp into the Annex, because you're still casting it for 3. Yeah, that's decent. We got the Hex. At least we got some removal, right? We are casting the Annex next turn. We're probably casting this right away. Do I just want to do this now? I might as well, right? Does he have a counterspell? He doesn't. He's got another one. Alright, we'll get the Annex down. We're going to want to surveil here, too. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. Yeah, Spell Pierce. Wow, that's pretty strong. I'm glad we kept the land on top, so we got a Deadly Cover-Up coming up here. Unfortunately, I have a feeling they have quite a few more counters coming up. This doesn't bother me so much because they're taking damage as well. We just want to make sure. Okay, next turn that's going to flip. I think we still try this. I don't think it's going to work. Just can do it. Pay it with the 1. I want to know if they waste a counterspell for that or not. Probably have the star draw spell, and they're saying, do I counter this with one of their other counter spells or cast the star? Is the Cecil worth it? The Cecil's gonna flip, so it's kind of stronger if they counter this. But then they slow down their draw spell. Yep, they're gonna keep their draw spells. I think we might as well just go after the Cecil. Alright, maybe they didn't have what we were thinking they had. This is just your basic Dimir deck. They didn't even have any more in their library. Alright, Spell Snare, Shoot the Sheriff, Drowner, and Tidebinder. Okay, so they're probably going to Tidebinder our Hivepool. I mean, they can't really counter stuff too well, fortunately. They can Spell Snare that. There's nothing else we could really do in that turn. this Tidebender is going to cause us some problems, I think. I guess I'd almost rather go Thrumming Pool into the Ugin. Now we take 4. So we're going to take at least 5 more here. Yeah. Take 8 more. So we can Ugin. As long as they don't have a counter, we can Ugin, gain 3 life. Which puts us at 4 or 5. And then they can attack in for 5. Well, I think it'll work. I guess we can Ugin. We can't Ugin. We don't have enough mana. Alright, good game. Alright, we go first. We do have a little bit of ramp here with the core, and we have the Black Sun, which is good. We have all the ramp we need as long as we get one more land to get to Ugin, but we want to fire this off early to protect ourselves. We go first. This is a good one then, with going first. Get that down. Okay, we found that second land. Blue is a little more concerning. I mean, we're still going to go for it because we can just do the archive next turn. Syncopate. Okay. They're running Syncopate, which means they have a ton of counter spells. So we're just going to pull out another counter spell. Yep. I'd be surprised if they actually counter this one. Alright. Next turn. We might activate a land. We are up to 6 here, which is interesting. Might as well. That's pretty strong. We can get the archive out at least. And we could drop that again. And you don't only have 3 left here. I mean, okay. We'll try it. We can get rid of the scroll. At least we got rid of their draw.
Mine is the power.
4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna try baiting out another counter. We don't really care about this that much because we don't have any creatures and they don't either. Okay, nice. And we got another scroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll try getting this out, see what they do. Okay, that works for me. Means we can get our Hivepool down. Now they gotta bounce our Hivepool. Okay, they can draw. These are all kind of dead cards in our hand, unfortunately. Oh, not anymore. Attack in. We're going to deadly cover up. Let's hope they can't counter that. If they do, we do get a sweep. That's a bummer. I think we might just go for the draw. Oh. Oh. We want the additional cards here. It's only going to help us. They got card draw, so it's a good thing we can get it. Takes damage to us. They're going to attack in here. Okay. Okay, so we won't get the additional creature there. We can get our flyer. I mean, we can do both, right? We want to get that down before we attack. They do counter it. Okay. That's pretty strong, actually. We can unlock this. Draw a card. We gain life now. We can block his Dijin. I do always have this. Okay, I might have to use this one this turn. I'll absolutely block. Alright, we're good for this then. So he can attack me for 7. I guess I'm not all that worried about that. I can do 3 to him. And he loses 5 total? Yeah, let's do that. I can turn on the Sanctuary here. Yep, that's fine. Alright, good game. Alright, we go first. We got Ramp. We got Annex going on. Let's keep this. The Iron Crag down here next turn. Is it life gain? Sure. Just in case it's life gain, we will keep that on top. We don't have any other removals, so it's not life gain. We're probably playing against the annoying artifact deck, maybe? No, or is this? No, this is the enchantment deck. Okay. Okay, we'll be able to get the Annex down. Hopefully we can start getting some ramp here. Not doing much here. I haven't cast anything yet other than the Seam Rip. This is this just the control deck? It is just the control deck. Okay. And I guess I just turn this on, right? Gives me a blocker. They got to remove it. And get Planetarium down. Okay, he Seam Rips that. He's probably holding up a counter spell. Let's try getting this down. That's a good one to counter. Let it go through. Well, just to prevent life loss, let's do this. He did counter it. Okay. We gain life, though. He should have probably countered the core instead. This is going to go online soon, but I got the deadly cover-up. I'm just hoping it actually hits. Elspeth. Okay, we can Ugin the Elspeth. It's pretty good. 5. We have to go after that, I think. 3, 4. I can't do anything with 4 mana, unfortunately. Got a Hex. That's actually not bad. I can get rid of one of these. All right, good game. All right, opponent goes first. We do have some removal here. And we have surveilling. Let's keep this. This might get interesting. I'd rather have ramp before the archive, but we'll see. That out just in case. All right, we're playing with a graveyard deck here. It's pretty good for us. Could have just went after it with that. I might still just go after it with that. I think we need to find the graveyard hate. We only have 2 of them in our deck. I think we go after this. Just so we don't take any damage. We got the sweeper as well. I got the scholar. Alright, well they got the combo in their deck here. So we keep searching. That's not going to do it for us. Would be funny if we turned it on. Need to find the graveyard hate, though. They can just go off this turn if they really wanted to. Arden can do a lot of damage. All right. We're still a turn away from Day of the Black Sun after we get the archive down. Hey, look what we found. The only problem is it does kind of ruin some stuff here. Let's do this. Get the archive down and we can get the planetarium. Well, they can find their... Oh. Got their bringer. But I guess the bringer really doesn't do a lot. That's a pretty good one for them. Alright, I guess that's pretty good. We can drop this and then we can drop Terminus. And then be done. Planetarium, Day of the Black Sun we can go off with. Yeah, I think we just gotta go off with Day of the Black Sun, I think. I have a crazy hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we just hope for the best here. Only needs to be 5. Alright. Get the planetarium down, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get 2 there. 1, 2, 3. If we get a land, we can drop core as well. Okay, what are they going to pull back? Okay, land. It's not bad for us. They don't have an Arden in here, which is good. They got a bringer. That's pretty strong. We don't have a way of getting rid of that, unfortunately. Let's see here. Wasn't a land, so I think we still got to go this route. I do think we activate. Hex, I think, is actually going to be kind of useless. Okay, so if that attacks, I'm hosed. Shouldn't say I'm hosed. I just got to find a way to kill. Chamber is going to bring in. Maybe we do that and get the ritual chamber. That way at least I can kill the rising tide. Okay, mind bitten. That gets rid of all that stuff. Doesn't have haste though. So we do have a trigger from the planetarium. Well, they found their terror. Well, I ain't gonna do it. I think it's still worth doing.
I am the master of rules align, so you are the wise. Heed my advice.
She could have probably done the core. 10. I guess that would still kill me. I mean, we have to hit a sweeper, right? I was kind of hoping to hit a land surveil. I don't know if there's really any point doing it this turn. Because we can instant speed it. Might be best to let these triggers fire just in case we find the sweeper. I guess the sweeper wouldn't matter. We need to... I mean, the graveyard hate, we need to find a full sweeper. Those aren't it. Didn't do it. GG's. All right. I think we mulligan this. We don't have enough ramp here. I guess we'll keep this. We'll have to pitch that. This hand wasn't better than last hand, but we're one less card, so you kind of got to stick with it. Blue-green or blue-black? Are we dealing with another graveyard deck? What do we got here? Oh, artifact deck. Interesting. Maybe just get rid of it, right? So we're going to be dropping the archive next turn, and then we can planetarium. I think the planetarium is probably the way to go, if the coast is clear. Okay, interesting. Well, this is interesting. They have nothing but untapped land, so I think I'm just gonna ramp out. Let them counter anything. I don't want to throw one of those into all that open mana. I mean, we're going to end up doing next turn, we're going to try casting something. Can't just wait the whole game. Oh, hopefully they didn't get disconnected. All right, next turn. There's something to be said about sacrificing this to draw cards. I don't know if he's coming back. I think they're still there. Guess they just don't like Ugin decks. Good time to remind everybody to subscribe to the channel. New content every single day. Really working towards that 3,000 subs, so if you guys can help me do that, I really appreciate it. Help spread the channel. Makes it easier for me to put out content for everybody by getting more subs. Helps out the channel. I think 90% of the viewers are unsubs, so really do appreciate if you could do that. All right. Kefka. Interesting. He is tapped out. We have to discard a card. I think we go for Hivepool because I think the Planetarium's too strong in a situation like this. 3, 4, 5, 6. I go for the draw. If we don't get a land, we're in trouble. Maybe it doesn't matter. See, that's pretty strong. It's a bummer because we're going to lose it, but I don't... let's see what we can do here. Neither of those are any good. Oh, skunked. We would rather have this for any of those. We could still hit something with Planetarium next turn. Just a bummer. See what they do here. Equip it. Is there a combo or something going on here? Whenever you draw the third card, you counter. Okay. I discard a card, yeah. We gotta do that. I shouldn't have dropped the land. I could have surveilled. We could surveil next turn. 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, I have to choose between those. If we just activate this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Betrayal really doesn't do it. Well, actually, I can cast another Planetarium off the Planetarium. Which gives me another cycle at this. Okay, Ugin's pretty good. So we'll cast that. Kill that.
I grant. My eye will not allow my project
That's plus.
their rampage. Focus. Breathe.
So we can do a sweep next turn as well, which is pretty strong, and then we can cast Hivepool, 6, 7, 8 mana. We got Conduit we can drop. Okay, we can start picking off his stuff here. Is he gonna go after the Ugin? Can he kill the Ugin? Okay. Yeah, he can kill the Ugin, I bet. Means I just might double or just cover up Planetarium. That's 7. If they pump it again, they're up to 9. Otherwise, they can attack in with this. That's pretty strong, too. need to get a hex for this. First lightning, okay. 9. You can no longer attack in with that. Can they get high enough to kill me? Do they have 2 more spells is the question? I don't know if they dropped the land this turn. Okay, they're going after Ugin. That is okay.
Such disharmony is disappointing.
All right, well, we'll do this. Actually, probably should do this first. We'll just grab that. I actually want to go after the stars because that gives them a lot. Okay. We see what's going on here. They don't have any more in their deck. Really? Lots of stock ups though. They only have 1 more creature, two more creatures in their deck. Plus like that and these. Huh. Interesting. And search. And surveil. Crappy surveil. And turn. That was a good one to draw away from the surveil. We might just turn on the chamber next turn here. We'll see what we do. Yep. That is fine. Probably want to get rid of that. See what we find. Got an Ugin. Pretty deep in our deck. We could start finding a second one here. Didn't find an Ugin, but that's actually not too bad a one. Helps our life gain from our Annex. Oh, we drew one anyways. Let's drop this. Get the trigger for the planetarium. That's pretty good, right? Or is it? Yeah, I guess it's not bad. Might just use it for the creature destruction. Seems crazy. We can always cast that for its 7. Let's just get this out. And then we can, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really want to get another one out. I want to save that for Ugin. And I don't want to do that because I want to play Antarium. We're going to draw the land. That's fine. 35 cards on our hand, or our deck. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Yeah, that's fine. Good thing we didn't create the creature. I mean, they still have the sheriff for that. I think we'll start stealing creatures from them, though. They only really have one creature, though. Okay, they're opting. They're having 30 cards in their deck. They didn't have a whole lot of win cons left. I do have this Restless Reef. That's the only one that really kind of makes me nervous. Fortunately, it does 4 damage, or unfortunately. We do have the Ritual Chamber we can fire on. They did discard their Shoot the Sheriff. They're not turning it on, though. We are going to be getting our blockers, though. Okay, stock up. They're drawing some stuff. All right. I mean, I saw their deck. I don't really know what they're searching for that they think they can win with. Neither of those. Man, we're getting dead hits here. All right, good game. Well, that was a fun deck to play. I really enjoyed the combination of having the Unholy Annex mixed with the core. The ability to just keep gaining life every turn and drawing cards is just crazy. I know there was the one game where I was drawing cards both from Ugin and the Annex and gaining life all at the same time. So you're gaining like 2 from here, gaining 3 from Ugin, and drawing 2 cards. So you're drawing 3 cards a turn, gaining 5 life a turn, and you don't even have to commit anything more to the board to do that, and you don't even have to cast any spells to do that, which is insane. Once you already have that on the board. But yeah, really good, all in all, fun deck. Obviously, strategies against this deck. Graveyard decks are a tough one. I know I have 2 Betrayals in here, but they can still fill your yard pretty fast, and this just doesn't always do it. Heavy counter decks, if they counter the right spells, I did find the counter decks that I did play against, they were kind of struggling to pick out the right spell to counter. A lot of times they were going after ones that I wouldn't have picked. Surprisingly, the core is actually a pretty important one for them to counter, just because they often have creature removal, but you can't get rid of the core if you never turn this into a creature, which just fires up the Annex, and they usually don't have a way to get rid of the artifacts. Maybe bounce it in a blue deck, but yeah, if they don't counter this and they let this hit the board, if there's an Annex that can hit the board, they're going to be in trouble in the long game. All in all, fun deck though. Really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to be modifying it slightly and playing it again, but yeah, had a pretty good run with it this way. If you could, hit that subscribe button below, daily content, and like the video as well, and have a fantastic day.